Hey, this is Jared with Clicks and Conversions here. So thanks for joining this quick proof video. So if you're in one of these industries, or even if you're not, the same principles apply to success. Now, I know I talk to a lot of potential clients, and one of the first things that come out of their mouths are, well, I've tried pay-per-click advertising before and it hasn't worked. Uh, well, bottom line, it's really because you weren't doing it correctly, or maybe you were working with somebody that didn't have experience in your industry or wasn't really knowledgeable enough to put together a good or give you the best opportunity to not only generate the right type of traffic cost effectively, but equally important, set up the correct way to convert that traffic into a qualified lead. So here at Clicks and Conversions, we specialize in both. Obviously, the front end is important traffic generation, but equally or sometimes more important is your ability to convert that traffic into a qualified lead. And that's why we have our customized and high converting landing pages that make that happen and make that a reality. So when you work with us, we kind of just have a plug and play done for you system that we kind of bring to the table to generate really highly qualified exclusive leads for your company. So here's one. I'm just going to go through a couple case studies that my team and I have been able to that you'll basically have at your disposal when you work with us. So here's one in the general dentistry. It was based in Louisiana. So obviously we track everything. We give you really good reporting. So the first month live, we launched with a high search click-through rate of 3.7%, which is great, an initial 9% conversion rate, which is above the average lead generation conversion rate, which is kind of 6 to 10%. So the initial cost per lead, which was $107. Now, keep in mind, this is for dentistry, which has a high return on investment, especially if you consider some of the niches like implants and everything could be $5, $6, $10,000 a procedure. So the most recent month, we achieved a 16% conversion rate. The current cost per lead dropped down to $35, a 75% improvement over our initial launch. Decreased average search cost per click by $3 and maintained a high average position over 6 months. So the search click-through improved to 5.82%. So here's some of the performance data. You can just see the first 30 days compared to the recent 30. So basically 200% increase in conversions, 75% increase in conversion rates. Basically, this is as we optimize and we kind of see what's working and we kind of do what we're supposed to for your guys' campaigns. These are the type of results you can get. So bottom line, you get more leads, your cost per lead goes down. So this was a really great campaign. So if you're in the dentistry niche, definitely contact us. We have basically, we know what to use, what traffic, what the landing pages look like, what the ad should say, already in place. So I'm going to go over and bring you through another campaign right now that we did. Hang on one sec. So just one more in the dentistry niche I wanted to show you guys also for orthodontics, which is obviously very expensive. Again, geo-targeting. Most of our campaigns are taking base on a local level for our clients, so 15 miles around Miami. So 123 or 162 conversions in the past 6 months have come from calls, or 75%. So average CPA for the past 6 months is about $55. The client goal is a 10% conversion rate. Our results has stayed consistently above 12% for 5 months. Average cost per click for the past 6 months is $7.75, which is low for the region and industry. So you can see, again, the goal was 10% conversions. You can see it was above all that each month. So this was a great campaign, especially considering the cost that you can make off of a orthodontic case. So let's jump into another results campaign in a different industry here. Okay, here we are, basement waterproofing, which is obviously another very expensive, high return on investment sale. So again, this is geo-targeting. Charlotte, North Carolina was our area. Our goal for our conversion rate was 10%. So September 15th to January 16th was we had over 12% conversion rate. Went up actually to almost 14% after just one full month of management. The conversion rate has remained very strong. Basically, the account showed a consistent and steady increase in conversions month over month from 3 in month 1 to 21 in month 5. So guys, basement waterproofing could be obviously tens of thousands of dollars. So needless to say, they were doing pretty good. You can see the conversions broken down by months and the conversion rate. So obviously 67 out of that, considering that they weren't really spending that much, even including our fee to manage all this. On a basement waterproofing job could be $5,000 or $10,000. You're doing pretty good. So if you're in the basement waterproofing niche, definitely reach out to us. Happy to talk about some of the results a little further and what we could do for you. But again, guys, same principles apply. Get targeted traffic to a relevant landing page. We're very good at both of those. You pair it up with a traffic source with like pay-per-click, you can have a great outcome as you're seeing. So let's go into another case study as well. All right, here's another case study. So plumbing, again, geo-targeting, Bronx. So let's just jump right down to what we had going on here. So the first 30 days, account was live prior to our management, but no tracking was in place. So they were kind of trying to do their own thing, which I don't really recommend. Google makes it very easy to spend money quickly if you don't know what you're doing. So upon our management and optimizations, we earned an above average lead generation conversion rate of 12%. So traffic was a little slow to start off, especially for the first month, as it is for all new advertisers. So we achieved a lower than average cost per click for this industry. Got up to a 24% conversion rate, which is awesome. And in the most recent 30 days, increased our conversion rate by 92%, resulting in, like I said, a 24% conversion rate. Further improved total leads by 40% from our first month of management, and kind of when they were kind of piecing it together, trying to do it themselves. We decreased the cost per lead by additional 31%, which is awesome. So here's some of the performance data. So obviously you can see the clicks in the first 30 days to the recent 30 days, impressions, click-through rates. What's important, obviously, is the conversions. 27 went up to 38. The conversion rate obviously went up, and the cost per conversion went down by 31%. So that's what you want to do, guys. You want your cost per conversion go down, your conversion rate to go up, and the amount of conversions to increase. So anytime you can do that, that's a really successful campaign, and you can get your customers a lot of business. So let's jump into another performance set here in a second. Alrighty, so here we are, another awesome success story. So if you're in the fencing industry, we can do some really cool things for you guys, or really any kind of contractor or service industry. Definitely reach out to me. But again, we were geo-targeting. Fencing is a really great one because fencing installs can be quite expensive, both on the residential and the commercial side. So it's again another high ROI campaign that we love to run. So meaningful metrics, the click-through rate was dropping, and it skyrocketed when we switched from our landing page to another page that we kind of set up. So the cost per conversion under $15 for at least 3 full months, which is great. So the client goal was 10% conversion rates. Our results, the May conversion rate was 40%, which is awesome. The average cost per click is under $4 for at least 3 months. So you can see March, April, May, the click-through rate and all that good stuff. So guys, this was a campaign that we were able to generate a lot of highly qualified leads, great high return on investment for getting their fencing jobs compared to what obviously they were paying us for our services and even their ad spend. Fantastic ROI, especially when you consider conversion rates of 40%. So definitely reach out to us if you are in any industry similar to this, or like I said, a service contractor, things like that. We can definitely help you guys out. We'd love to get you some similar results like this. So let's keep going. All right. So here's carpet cleaning. Again, great high return on investment industry. This was in Ontario for our geo-targeting. So we had some cool stuff going on here. Here's some of our performance highlights. So $20 off for new client promotion. That was kind of what we were running. The call to action. So it was basically call today for a free estimate. The value propositions. kind of we had in the landing page, and what we were kind of using was the cleanest, healthiest, longest carpet cleaning you've ever seen, risk-free guarantee, things like that. So they were new to paid search, and we were able to get a 20% conversion rate, which is really good. So the average lead generation conversion rate is 5 to 10%. So we achieved 20% conversion rate in the first 30 days. Our CPA is 80% lower than estimated, and our cost, or basically our CPC, is 53% lower than estimated. So here's just some of the performance data. So the click-through rate, the projection was 2%, the actual performance was 2.6, so plus a 31% change. Average cost per click, we decreased it by 54%. Conversion rate went up to 20%, which is basically a 300% change, and our cost per conversion went down by 89%. So guys, that's a great performance there. Again, like you hear me said before in the last ones, get your cost per conversion down drastically, get your conversion rate up, your average cost per click down, and you're going to have the leads coming in. So if you happen to be a carpet cleaner and you want to discuss what we could do for you anywhere in or out of the country, we know what to do. We could hit the ground running with you guys. So again, this is a service related business. You can kind of see the trend here that we're very good at those type of businesses. So let's keep going and show you a couple more here. All right, so here's another great success story. This was in the auto repair glass industry. This was for South Florida. So really great campaign. We love this one. First 30 days launched with a high click-through rate of 4.87%, with an initial 18% conversion rate, which is well above the average lead generation conversion rate of right around 10%. So we got it all the way up to 66%. Current cost per lead was down to $7.57, which was basically a 69% improvement over the initial launch. Maintained average CPC and position over about 6 months, which is great. So you can see some data here, the first 30 days to the most recent 30 days. The clicks, the impressions, the click-through rate obviously went up. The average cost per click, the ad spend. So the conversions obviously is what's important. So the first 30 days, when you kind of start out a campaign, obviously it's going to be slower until you optimize things and you get it kind of humming along. But you can see even starting out was really good compared to where it ended up in the last 30 days. So basically 264% increase. The conversion rate, which is a 252% increase, we got it all the way up to just over 66%. The cost per conversion obviously was decreased by 69%. So again, another service-related industry. We get the leads coming in, client makes money. So that's ultimately what we can do for you guys. Maybe I'll show just one or more here. We're coming up on about 15 minutes, so if you hung with me this long, appreciate it. Guys, if you're considering doing any type of paid advertising, pay-per-click, combined with a landing page, please reach out to us. We would love to give you a no obligation, quick 10-minute chat about what we could do for you, what you're trying to do. Happy to give you some free advice, point you in the right direction, whether we do something with you or not. But please, if you're doing paid per click advertising, just quick bit of advice before I jump into another campaign. Do not send your paid traffic back to a generic website where it kind of lists all your services and everything you do. You definitely want to try to use a landing page. Keep it as relevant as possible to your offer. Your landing page is really going to make your life a lot easier, save you a lot of money, and get you a lot more conversions. So I don't want to go into a long, boring speech why, but it's definitely going to be in your benefit to use a landing page over your website. So let's just jump into another campaign here. All right, guys, so kind of piggybacking off what I just said about landing page, I'm going to give you a perfect example of that right here. So this was for a massage, basically massage school, massage courses, multiple locations was our geo-targeting. So here's performance highlights. Like I said, piggybacking off what I just said about landing pages versus websites. So previous 2 months, the client's website was being used. Now, the client's website, just wanted to repeat that. So the website contained a lead form, but it had no call to action, or it was very poor. Too many navigation distractions, small print in the testimonials and value propositions hidden inside interior pages. So that's what often happens in a website. You do not convert leads as good as possible because people get distracted. It's small print. They can navigate away from really the main reason they're there, which is to basically opt in or get them to take an action, whether that's to pick up the phone or fill out a form, etc. So when compared to the most recent 2 months, when we started to use, recommended obviously using a landing page. Landing page contained a proper lead form and phone number, a call to action for lead form and phone calls, which we could track. No navigation distractions, large print testimonials and value propositions were highlighted. You can see there was a 165% increase in conversion rate. So anyone out there that thinking, well, my website will work, etc., etc. Here's the perfect example reason why not to use a website and use a landing page instead. So you can just basically pair up what we just went over up there. So the conversions went up by 165%, the conversion rate went up 100%, cost per conversion went down by almost 50%. So you can definitely see the big difference there. And bottom line, they got a lot more leads in, which gives them obviously the opportunity to close more business. And by increasing conversions, you don't even have to increase your marketing budget. So I'm just going to repeat that again because it's very important to understand that. By increasing your conversion rate, you do not have to increase your marketing budget. So by more people opting in, a higher percentage based on the same monthly budget, you're basically getting more bang for your buck. So that's why we put a lot of focus on the landing page, the conversion side of things. By increasing that, obviously you could increase your marketing budget, which is going to ultimately lead to just that many more leads. But by increasing the conversion rates, like I said, if you are set at a cap and you don't want to increase your marketing budget, and we focus a lot on trying to increase that conversion rate, drive down your cost per lead, now you're getting much more for your money, and that's one of the things we specialize in. So I hope you enjoyed this time going over some of our performance highlights and everything on various campaigns. And just a quick reminder, I would love to invite you guys for a no obligation 10-minute chat. Like I said, if you're in the service industries or whatever your business happens to be, we could definitely help you out with pay-per-click advertising and setting up a proper landing pages to get some of the similar results that you guys have seen here as I walk you through some of our past campaigns with various clients. So please reach out to me. I'll probably put a link in this video or below in the description. You can book a time to speak with us, jump on a call, and like I said, no obligation. We'll still be friends at the end of the call, whether we do something together or not. But at the very least, I would love to give you some free pointers about how to grow your business, just as a thank you for watching this and everything. So look forward to hopefully hearing from you guys. Thanks. This is Jared from Clicks and Conversions. Take care.